Hi students, today I want to show you an example persuasive essay that can show you what I'm looking for and what I'm not looking for when I grade your persuasive essays. So the first thing I want to do is show you the rubric. This is going to tell you what I'm looking for when I grade it. So let's take a look at the proficient column. Under claim, this is your opinion on the topic. I want to know that you introduce a precise claim that's arguable. So this is something that people could disagree with. Did you choose a topic that people could disagree with? So I don't want you to choose something that says something like child abuse is bad, because no one will argue with you about that. What would be better is to say spanking is child abuse, because some people may disagree with you. So you want to choose a topic that people can disagree with you on and then take an opinion about it. Under audience, as the text anticipates the audience's knowledge level and concerns about the claim, so who are you writing your persuasive essay to? If you're writing a persuasive essay about child abuse to people who don't have children, then that may not be the best audience. The best audience would be someone who maybe is a parent or works with children, like a parent or a teacher. We're going to look at cohesion. So I'm going to look to see that you have transition words that link your paragraphs together. And then I'm going to take a look at the evidence that you use to prove that your opinion is right. Okay, so let's take a look at two example essays. So the question of this example essay is TV good or bad? This can be arguable because some people will say that TV is good, other people will say it's bad. So let's take a look at this example. It says the title is Good to Watch. I'm going to give 3 good convincing reasons for watching television. My first reason for watching television is what's happening to people's life. The second good reason for watching television is you find stuff you don't know about. The third good reason for watching television is your favorite TV shows, for example, Good News and shows about church and singing. Bad things are happening to people's life every day. They are hurting, they self every day. That's why people look at television. For instance, people need to watch TV. That's how they knows more about what goes on, like violence and game shows that comes on to help you understand better the things that are happening to people's lives. For example, my second reason, you find out things you didn't know about. For instance, while looking at television, you might hear or see something that you have never seen before until you have watched television. You find out things you didn't know about. Finally, you watch your favorite TV shows, for example, one about church and singing. Television is good for people to watch. People should watch television. Okay, now if we take a look at the rubric, I would give this a not yet. Because there doesn't seem to be an audience awareness. There aren't many linking words, and there's limited data, and also the structure is not good. So some of the things that I would notice is there's no introduction, and he doesn't explain his reasons. So this writer says, my first reason for watching television is what's happening to people's life, but I don't know what he's talking about here, and he doesn't give any examples. Doesn't give any examples for his second or third reasons either. He just says, these are my reasons, but there's no explanation, there's no evidence. Okay, and then he has some examples down here, but they aren't clearly linked to which reason he's talking about. Okay, so this is a not yet paper. Let's take a look at another essay and compare it to the rubric and see how this one does. Title is The Television Question. Television once incredibly changed the world. Until the television was invented, families spent their time doing different activities like reading, talking together, or playing together outside. Now most families simply stay home and watch TV. This has had many negative effects on the family. Watching TV is harmful because it risks the family's health, reduces the children's study time, and is a bad influence on young minds. The most important reason why watching TV is bad is because the viewers get less exercise. For example, instead of watching their favorite show, people could exercise for 30 minutes. If people spent less time watching TV and more time exercising, then they could have a healthier body. My mother told me a story about a man who died of a heart attack because he was out of shape from watching television all the time. Obviously, watching TV can put a person's health in danger. Furthermore, watching television reduces children's study time. For example, children would spend more time studying if they didn't watch television. If students spent more time studying at home, then they would make better grades at school. Last week, I had a major test in science, but I didn't study because I started watching a movie. I was not prepared for the test, and my grade reflected my lack of studying. Indeed, watching television is bad because it can hurt a student's grades. Finally, watching TV can be a bad influence on children. For example, some TV shows have inappropriate language and too much violence. If children watch programs that use bad language and show violence, then they may start repeating these actions because they think that behavior is cool. In fact, it has been proven that children copy what they see on TV. People who support watching TV may say that the solution to this problem is to watch what children watch closely, but this is not a realistic solution. It is impossible for parents to always watch what their children see on TV, so not watching TV at all is a safer solution. Clearly, watching TV is bad for children and it affects children's behavior. In conclusion, watching television is a bad influence for these reasons. It reduces people's exercise time and students' study time, and it shows children inappropriate behavior. Therefore, people should take control of their lives and stop allowing television to harm them. Okay, I would say that this is a proficient paper for several reasons. Let's take a look at the claim. Okay, what is this person's opinion about the topic? Do they have a thesis statement? Now, I've highlighted the thesis statement here. So we can see what's highlighted in yellow is their claim. That's what they think about the question, is TV good or bad? They think it's bad. They say it's harmful. And then it has this word because. Okay, so you have your claim and then you need 3 reasons. So they link the claim and the reasons with the word because. And they have 3 reasons. It risks the family's health, reduces the children's study time, and is a bad influence on young minds. Then we can take a look at the structure. Okay, they have a very specific structure where the first body paragraph talks about the first reason. Okay, it risks the family's health. So their topic sentence restates their first reason. The most important reason why watching TV is bad is because the viewers get less exercise. We can see the link between exercise and health. Okay, so it's talking about these same things. And then it backs it up with an example. Okay, here's an example that they've used. Okay, they also have their reasoning after that. Okay, and then you'll notice that at the end they have a concluding sentence that basically says the same thing as their first reason. Watching TV can put a person's health in danger. So we see the idea of health, exercise, health here. It's the same thing. So it's good to repeat the reason as the first sentence of the body paragraph and as the last sentence of the body paragraph. So we know exactly what this paragraph is trying to say. Then this person used a linking word, furthermore. To link, it's a transition word or a linking word. Okay, so that is in cohesion. They've used linking words to connect the paragraphs. Okay, we see it here and we see it here and here. And then they did the same thing with this body paragraph. They took the second reason and they made that their topic sentence, and then they included examples and their reasoning. And then they finish it with a concluding sentence. And you can see that with the third paragraph, they did the same thing. We have a transition word, the third reason as the topic sentence, an example, and their reasoning that explains their examples and their reason. They also have, if we go back to our rubric, under development, the proficient says that they address counterclaims fairly. So a counterclaim is what the people who disagree with you would say. we can see here, it says people who support watching TV may say that the solution to this problem is to watch what children watch closely. Okay, so this person is representing what people who disagree with them say, and then they say why that's not a very good reason. It says it's not a realistic solution because it's impossible for parents to always monitor what their children see, so not watching TV is a safer solution. So we see that they say, I know some people will disagree with me because of this reason, but here's why I'm still right. Okay, so they've included, that's in part of the development, they've included counterclaims. And then they finish up their final sentence, or their final paragraph again with a concluding sentence. And then in their conclusion, they summarize and kind of restate their thesis statement that television is bad for 3 reasons: exercise, study time, and a bad influence on children. And then they end with a conclusion statement reaffirming that they think that people should not watch television. So this, I would say, is a proficient paper. One thing that might make it exemplary is to include some evidence from an outside source, some facts, so that they can use logos. It says, in fact, it has been proven that children copy what they see on TV. Now, they've said proven. To make this even stronger, they should include a direct quote. They could say something like, according to Time magazine, and then they could include a direct quote. Children copy what they see on TV. Let's say that that's something that they read from their source. Then they would include their in-text citation. Okay, and that would make this even stronger.